It's a Christmas time, so I bought this piece of cake, but I really got shocked when I checked the nutrition factor in this cake. This cake, a piece of cake, let's say 100 grams of this cake, have almost 34 grams of sugar, and this is a 400 grams of cake. So that means if you calculate the sugar content in this, 34 into 4, that's much of sugar is in this cake. I hope you know what is going to happen. Hi, my name is Jovi Tayuparasamal. In today's video, I'm going to discuss about everything related to sugar. It's a festival season and we have tradition to follow, right? During Christmas time, we normally have cakes. This is a tradition. And nowadays, people are making homemade cakes. But I don't have any option to make homemade cakes. I thought to buy this piece of cake, but too much of sugar, and that really shocked me. And because maybe you can hear from my voice, my throat is kind of bad because of this weather and everything. So I decided not to consume this sugar. Why? I'm going to explain you that in this video, because today we are going to discuss about the good and bad about eating excess sugar. As per the Heart Organization, their recommendation is if you are a man, if you are a person like me, if you are a man watching this video, it's okay to consume up to 36 grams of sugar per day. And if you are a woman, then the number is 25 grams. 26 grams of sugar is okay to consume. It is okay for your heart. That's what the Heart Organization is, the recommendation is. But what is going to happen if you consume 36 grams of sugar? So imagine if I consume this sugar, what is going to happen? Because I'm not hungry, tiramisu cake, I don't have to eat now because my body is, I'm not feeling hungry. But if I consume this piece of cake now, what that means, 34 grams of sugar I am going to inject into my body. And this 34 grams of sugar will raise my blood sugar level. And when that happens, your body doesn't like anything in excess. So your body have system, and your body will create a hormone called insulin in order to reduce the sugar level. So most probably, this 34 grams of sugar is going to convert to fat. Because if your cell doesn't need any energy, everything what you are going to consume is going to convert into fat. That means the chance of me getting a fat body, it's a number one thing that can happen. And also this cake, this is a pure carbohydrate, and most probably I'm going to also raise my bad cholesterol level. I have explained in my previous video some of the food that can make bad cholesterol, and one of the food is this cake. This cake can increase your bad cholesterol level. So these are the two things that can happen to me if I consume this cake. And there is another reason I'm not going to have this cake today, is because maybe you can hear from my voice, I don't feel good, my throat is not good, I'm having a little bit of cold. So that means if I consume this cake, I want my throat problem to solve as early as possible. But if I'm going to consume this cake, 34 grams of sugar is what this bad virus really like. If I am going to consume this sugar, the virus in me, the virus that is making this bad sound, is going to like that. So that means I'm not going to get rid of my cold and throat issues. So, and this is another reason I'm not going to have this cake today. I'm going to wait for my health to be back into normal, and then maybe I will think about consuming this cake. In today's video, we are going to discuss about what is something that can happen if you quit sugar for 30 days. There are a lot of studies that are explaining the benefits. So this first study is from the clinical nutrition. They are saying that you are quitting sugar for 30 days, your health is going to improve. That means you're not going to get sick. The reason is because of the white blood cells. Up to 6 hours of consuming this type of added sugar, your immune system is going to get weakened. Because there are some bacteria, there are something that is protecting us against these viruses, and when you are consuming sugar, this viruses is very weak during this sugar period. So that's why if you're going to quit sugar, you're going to strengthen to improve your immune system. So that is the first benefit of quitting sugar. A 2013 study says that if you stop consuming sugar for 30 days, you're going to improve your teeth health. You're going to remove that bad smell coming from your mouth. And the reason is some of the bad bacteria in our mouth really like this added sugar. And when you are consuming this added sugar, this bad bacteria is going to like it. And that's the reason, because these bad bacteria are working, and that's why your mouth is going to smell really bad. So one of the best thing what you can do to increase your getting more kisses is to stop consuming sugar. If you're not addicted to sugar, you're going to get a lot of nice kiss. That's what the science is saying. So this is the second benefit of not consuming sugar. This third one is a study from 2014. They found out that, when you are stop consuming sugar for 30 days, you are going to increase your your clarity, and your focus will increase, because there are something happening with your brain when you stop consuming this sugar. I said that this 100 grams of cake have 34 grams of sugar. Now let me ask you a question. If 100 grams of cake have 34 grams of sugar, how much sugar this 400 grams of cake have? Can you find out the answer without doing a calculation, doing a mental calculation? Can you do it? See, one of the best way you can improve your mental clarity and mental bandwidth and mental power is to stop consuming sugar. That's what the studies are saying. So if you still didn't find the answer, and if you think you want to increase your mental clarity, so this is one of the reason, students, especially if you are a student, or if you are just trying to aim for that higher level of academic, you should really stop consuming sugar, because excess sugar is going to reduce your mental bandwidth, mental performance. So if you really want to be a brighter kid, stop giving cakes and cookies like that. You can reduce this, and your kid is going to perform very well. I have told you that what is going to happen if I consume this 100 grams of cake. What is going to happen? Because my body doesn't need any energy. That means most of this sugar is going to convert to fat. So if I don't want to become fatty, then one thing I have to do is cut this cake, cut this sugar. So if you are consuming sugar, most probably you are going to increase your weight, you're going to increase your fat level. That means if you don't want to get bigger, then stop consuming sugar for 30 days. Give it a test. I tried this during my health transformation, and I have experienced a very nice benefit. But what I want to explain you is just give a try. Try this 30-day no sugar challenge. This is a study from 2015 where they found out that if you stop consuming sugar for 30 days, your skin is going to glow. Acne or pimples or this kind of problems will automatically go away if you stop consuming sugar, because some of the bacteria really like sugar. Some of the bad bacteria that is making this acne and pimples, they need food, right? And that food is the sugar. This added sugar is their food, and if you stop consuming that added sugar, that acne is going to go away, that pimples is going to go away. This is why the studies are clearly saying that if you really don't want that acne, if you really want to cure that acne, without putting any chemicals, without putting any creams and stuff like that, natural way, then one of the best thing what you can do is to do a 30-day no sugar challenge. There is another saying that sugar is another drug. It's a silent killer, and the reason is sugar is really addictive. There are people who are really crazy about sugar, and the reason is because when you are consuming that sugar, your brain is going to create a pressure hormone. It's going to create a pleasure hormone, and that's why we are going crazy about this sugar. And that's one of the reasons it is very difficult to quit sugar as well, because your body need that pleasure hormone. If I consume this piece of cake, I'm going to get some pleasure. That's for sure. This is a short-term pleasure I'm going to get. Long-term, this sugar is going to make a lot of bad thing than good thing. 2015 study says that you're going to destroy your mental capacity, you're going to destroy your mental power. In a 2015 study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found out that if you are a woman and if you are consuming more than 25 grams of sugar per day, you're going to experience depression. And in a 2017 study, the men consume more than 67 grams of added sugar have depression. So now I hope you understand some of the benefits of consuming sugar and some of the benefits of not consuming sugar. So I strongly recommend, this is a festival season, and we have tradition to follow. We have plans, we have to make some cookies, we have to make some cakes and everything. But you have to understand, when you are adding too much of sugar, this is what is going to happen to your body. This is the bad side of sugar. So make a plan to control this sugar intake. I'm not saying that you shouldn't consume sugar, you shouldn't celebrate your festival. Excess sugar is really bad. The Heart Association is clearly saying that more than 36 grams of sugar for men is really bad. Up to 36 grams is okay, and up to 26 grams for women is okay. They say it is okay, and they are also saying that if you can, please cut this sugar, cut this added sugar, right? But we have Christmas coming, we have New Year coming, and we have to make cookies and cakes and everything. So does it mean that we should completely ignore this celebrations and festivals. No, that's not what I'm saying. But there are a few things what we can do to not make our health really bad while enjoying this celebration, and that's what going to coming in the next video. So I hope this video is helpful. I strongly recommend you give it a try. We have almost 14 days for Christmas and New Year to come. So do you have any plan to cut sugar? If you are planning to cut sugar, this is you're really doing a good thing for your body, your health. And if you are a family person, if you have kid watching you doing this, you're showing a good example for your kid, because who want a pimples and acne and everything, right? Nobody like that. It's not fair. It's not good looking to have a pimples and acne. And if that acne or pimples can be solved by just cutting this sugar, this is a good thing you are going to do for your body. So for a good health, for a better skin, for a better sex life, for a better kiss, do a no sugar challenge. And I will see you next video. And in the next video, I'm going to explain you some of the alternative ways to make that cake and cookies, without really not making our health really bad. And that's what I'm going to explain in the next video. So I will see you soon. Take care.